from the place affectionately known as the K. We're at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. It's the home opener of this new season. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
2017 Kansas City Royals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
If you like the long ball, this is your team. Matt, they lead the league in homers. They sit back and let it fly. 2-0, 3-1. They're coming out of the shoes. This is going to be fun to watch.
Here's Craig Gentry. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the Angels, left fielder, number 3.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
Second.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And that's dead center for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Gerard.
Now a flare out to left center. Gentry on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The tag, and he is out.
Batting second.
Here's Carlos Gomez.
Carlos Gomez.
Way out in front. These Angels, Harold, as they enter play here this afternoon, it appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch, I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
And he just dissected him in that at-bat as he flails at that one, and he's down on 3 pitches, 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
That's exactly what you don't want to do first pitch. If you're going to swing first pitch, you want to drive it. You can't take an ugly, bad swing on the first pitch when you know what you're looking for. You got to be more patient because you're going to get more pitches.
2 out, nobody on. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Well, a good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. Digging in the switch hitter, Kendrys Morales. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Morales.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Here's Franklin Gutierrez as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. No one out with a runner at second. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Coming to the plate now, Cole Calhoun. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
Hit hard to short, and that's through, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Well, that's a big hit right there. You might be wondering why they hold the runner up. Now you have bases loaded. Anytime you have no outs, you don't want to force that guy to be thrown out. Now you put the pressure on the defense with the bases loaded.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Here's the 0-1. He'll come home with it. They get the force at the plate. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
Batting eighth. Third
Here's
baseman,
Brock Holt now.
Brock Holt.
He's set. Here it comes. And that's in there. Base hit. In to score the runner from third. Now a good throw in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with two away.
Well, no surprise to get an RBI single early in the game. They are hot. This team is on a winning streak. I'm telling you right now, I don't know who's going to slow them down, because once again, they're off to a good start.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. And this is swung on and missed by Soto as he falls behind now, down 0-2.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy away. Got him in an 0-2 count. You can't let this inning get any worse.
Fouled back. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't. Coming to the plate now, Salvador Perez. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Into the box. Now, Angel Pagan. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And here's a ball hit in the air. Murphy is there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth.
Colton Wong will stand in. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. They try. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from KC as we get you a nice shot of downtown there.
Left fielder number 3, Craig.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch skied in the air to straightaway left. Dyson on the run. He's got it 1 away. So with 1 gone in the inning, time for a check at the American League Central standings as you see where the Royals sit entering play today. Daniel Murphy will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
The 1-1 on its way to Murphy. And that one right down Main Street.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Ready on 1-2. Smokes it foul down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air.
Chasing after it is Dyson.
And that's the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 20.
Riding in once again, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Angels are gone in order, but they lead it 1-0.
Leading off for the Royals.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hunter.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gentry is there. 1 away.
Batting 8th.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Right there, Murphy at second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Batting 9th. Third baseman.
Now at the plate, Hunter Dozier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
KC down in order. Here's Kendrys Morales. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Kendrys Morales.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. He pulls this one into right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
He just sports that ball up the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
He's set, and the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. Step on the bag for 1.
Now batting, right fielder Cole Calhoun.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cole Calhoun. A base hit in his first trip. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
0-2.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Boy, he's not picking him up at all. 2 swings and misses right now. You're not feeling confident at all if you're in the batter's box.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later.
Well,
look here.
4.
He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a fly ball. Pagan sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Angels leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Gerard Dyson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Man, I tell you what, I love how Pound, that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And the throw is able to reach base safely.
You want to talk about speed? Watch him here on this isolation replay. Is he flying or what? I love how smooth he runs, and he just bursted down the line.
Carlos Gomez is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Started that swing a bit too early.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
On a swing and a miss, and that wasn't exactly the most convincing at-bat of the afternoon as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 35.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
1-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Eric Hosmer becomes out number 2 this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Salvador Perez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
He's putting on a clinic. We may as well say, here comes the batter. Strike 1, because everybody's 0-1. The first pitch strike, he's thrown a first pitch strike to every hitter in this game. When you do that, forget about it. 0-1, what a place to pitch from.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Roy digging in to try it again. Brock Holt. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
2-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side. There to pull it in is Hosmer, and there's your first out.
The catcher, number 18.
Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
1-0.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
This is the time in the game you start thinking, hey, they might get better swings. Then you see a swing like that. Boy, he's still got it working.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
That is a great 2-strike approach. Spread his legs out, kept the hands back, and just punched the ball through for a ground ball base hit.
Here's Craig Gentry as he rips it on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit.
Well, that's a tough one right there. If that ball's at somebody, probably a double play. But as a result, it's one of those seeing eye singles, just found the hole.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gomez ranging back to the track. He makes the running play. 2 down. So both runners able to move up a base, second and third now with 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Gone! There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Here's Kendrys Morales. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Angels strike. Stepping into the box, Angel Pagan. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. And that misses for ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The batter, second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Colton Wong. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
That was an ugly swing, and that's indicative of how they've been swinging the bat today. They just have not looked like they're picking the ball up at all. He's just dominating them.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And this is fouled at the plate.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is one pitch away from throwing.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Ready for another shot now. Franklin Gutierrez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Franklin Gutierrez.
And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Dyson's there. 1 away.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilmer Flores. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. The play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Brock.
Ready for another
Holt.
chance? Brock Holt. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Swing and a little blooper to center. Marte onto the grass. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Angels add 1. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Hunter Dozier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Well, you find yourself down 0-2, and the last swing you take is a bad swing. It doesn't give you a lot of confidence as a hitter, that's for sure.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Gerard Dyson stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. And he's safe.
Well, that's his 3rd hit of the game, and I know infield single, but he doesn't care. Man, 3 hits in a ball game, he'll take it.
Here's Carlos Gomez. He's struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end. Digging in and looking for more, Giovanni Soto. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Giovanni Soto.
And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Ball 3, the 9-hitter. He's got to know he's going to come after him and throw him a strike. He does not want to walk the 9-hitter with the leadoff guy sitting on deck and a chance to get this inning going for them.
Again, he sends it out of play. Once again, a 3-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gomez will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
Left fielder number 3, Craig Gentry.
Ready once again, Craig Gentry. He singled his last time up. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Well, he got jammed on that one right there, and he's just strong enough to muscle it into right field for the base hit. It's going to be a line drive tomorrow in the paper.
Daniel Murphy.
Into the box, Daniel Murphy pulled toward right center field. On the move is Pagan. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there are two gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mike Trout. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Nice job adding to their lead right there. He'll find a way to get all the way around to third on the triple. And with it, this becomes a 6-run ball game.
Stepping in now, Kendrys Morales. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
a run for the Angels in the inning, and it comes. Digging in to try it again, Eric Hosmer. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Eric Hosmer
sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Eric Hosmer is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Salvador Perez is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gentry moving forward, but he won't get there. It falls in. And he is out on the tag. Ryan Schimpf is off the bench now.
Change defensively for the Angels.
Striding in once again, Angel Pagan. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
This guy's got a good mid-90s fastball working in this game. If they think they can catch up to that ball up there, it's going to continue to be a rough game for them.
Look out, and that'll give him a close shave. Now here's the pitch. And this one's up around the eyes. Two and one. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Gentry moves over. Oh no, it drops. Throw into second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, the sun was definitely a factor there, but here's the news. The sun rises every day, and as a player, you've got to find a way to deal with it. A glove, flip down, sunglasses, use something so you can catch the ball. Sometimes easier said than done, though.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
looking to send him packing again. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. Pagan rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. Over 2 with a walk for him so far.
Designated hitter.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Gone to lead off the inning. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Cole Calhoun.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit down the line at first. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
The batter, number 4.
Digging in once again, Wilmer Flores. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. In there, no balls and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. On the ground to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
That ball looked like it started behind him, and he hung in there, and the ball stays inside still, and he gets the base hit on it.
Here's Brock Holt now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. First and second here with nobody out. Outside, 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And now I believe a balk has been called here, and that's going to move both of these runners up a base with still nobody out. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And he will make the catch back there as they're a step closer to getting out of this with 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Craig Gentry. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. High in the air out to center field. Gomez has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Angels strike. Stepping into the box, Hunter Renfroe. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. The pitch. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
First offering on its way. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now. Going for strikeout number 15. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Now
at the plate, Hunter Dozier. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Here it comes, 0-2. And this is lined right back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Gerard Dyson swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Digging in now, Ryan Schimpf. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dyson's there. 1 down.
The center fielder number 5.
Digging in, Mike Trout. His line so far 2 for 4, but the hits are a home run and a triple. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th thus far. 2 quick outs here. At the plate, Kendrys Morales. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And he'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an outing. 100 pitches, and here we are getting ready to get a complete game. This is really special. Man, he wanted that pitch, and I can't blame him. When you're facing a good hitter like this, you want that strike. You need that strike. It's 0-2 instead of 1-1.
And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Pagan ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. In to score is the runner from first. Now to the plate, Cole Calhoun. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Make it 9-0.
Oh, ground ball up the middle. That's going to score a run right there. That's a nice job of just staying up the middle, not trying to pull a ball or get out in front. Just stay up the middle, and it paid off.
Wilmer Flores stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Well, we always expect him. If he's got 2 hits in the hit column, something's going to be over the boards. But hey, he'll take the 2 singles. Not complaining.
In now, Brock Holt.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Dyson's there. And that ends the inning. So it's now batting Carlos Gomez. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Lifted in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 35.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the
13.
4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Salvador Perez is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and now the Royals are down to their final strike. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
Our final line score.